Hey friends, your friendly neighborhood, that TS Hawkeye guy. Figured we'd take a look at the Marvel Chronicle. This is a year-by-year history. So, got the Marvel up there. Nice. Has a really nice wraparound illustration. It's the back, definitive guide to the world of Marvel Comics. A lot of nice art on this. But this is a box. It's made of pretty, thick cardboard. Mine is coming apart. I have to do something to fix that. But, we have a picture there. It looks like a composite of different eras. We also have an envelope here. We'll look at that in a second. And it's got like one of those ribbons. So when you put the book in, you just lift the ribbon and the book comes out. So really nice box. I love when stuff comes like that. This is what was in the envelope. This is just like a full print of the cover. And there's also a black and white print. I at one time was going to get those framed. So we have the actual book. That is the black and white print. I did get something on it there. Oh well. It was in storage for a long time, so I'm really happy it's made it. And we just have Chronicle there. Same pictures on the case, on the book covers. So, and going through it, illustration there. We just have the contents. Forward by Stan Lee, of course. Introduction, Tom DeFalco. And we go in different, 39, 40s, 50s, 60s. So, it's really nice. Iron Man there. Just a collage of different comics from different years. There's a forward. You have the introduction. So it starts off 1939 when Timely Comics was printing. And they just give a rundown, in the beginning, a little bit about what was coming out, what was going on. Meanwhile, in 1939, victory for General Franco. It's World War II begins. The Manhattan Project, science fiction convention, first frozen pre-cooked meals on sale, and at the movies. Gone with the Wind. So, there's definitely a lot there, and then we go into the 40s. Just a double-page spread of a comic. Gives a little write-up of the comic there. Comedy Comics number 9, 1942. And, it goes by years. So, 43, 44. And then we have another one. Ziggy Pig and Silly Seal. That just the era of the funny animal comics. So, 48, 49, I want to get to 50, and there's the last. There's a lot of nice illustrations in this. So, all right, 1950s, the winds of change. But we do have a picture there. I just love all this reproduced art. Just write-ups. Oh, free comic book day comic I had there. So, 60s, it really gets good. Of course it gets good in the 60s. And there's a lot of nice vintage Kirby art in this too. So just, December 77, that's when I was born. Didn't realize Iron Fist 14 came out. Sabretooth and I are the same age. So, it gets pretty in-depth about a lot of stuff, too. So, it's a cool read. Definitely a cool read. If you're interested in the history of the comics and what was going on when. I just like history of stuff. you know, whether it be action figures, comic books, you know, some other stuff. But, you know, it goes in, that's 2006, that was Civil War. 2007. Hard to believe that was almost 20 years ago. So then we have the Civil War picture. 2008. And the Afterword. Done by Joe Quesada. I don't like that guy, but that's a whole story there. So, you know, and then just the collage continues. But these are more recent comics. You know, the Thunderbolts one, where was that? You know, that came out very, very close to the release of this. And we have Ravage from the 90s. And then again, just the index. We all know how an index works. Top, there's a border on top. Just some various comic books. So then we have acknowledgments. This is by DK Publishing. And there we go. Back cover. All right, friends. Thanks for taking a look. Watch my shorts. A lot of different updates there. So, all right, we'll talk again soon.